Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 12th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday out there so far, but it's a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we'll be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country, and also the tropical weather outlook at the beginning of the page, and also toward the end of the page too, from the National Hurricane Center tropical weather page. Also, we're going to take a look at your local forecast for your Monday, Tuesday, the current watch and warning advisory map, also the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day 2 and 3, which is Monday and Tuesday. So, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with my latest forecast. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see we got some activity across the southeastern U.S., stretching from Virginia to the Carolina, Florida, all the way to Louisiana to Texas, across Mexico, down in central Mexico, also off the coast of Mexico and Central America toward the Hawaiian Chain Island. Got some tropical waves there. Got a little bit of activity across Central America, South America, a little bit in the Eastern Caribbean, and a trailing cold front stretching from North Carolina all the way into the North Central Tropical Atlantic. Got a little bit of activity across Southeast Canada up around the Great Lakes, and more activity out here from California to Washington and Oregon states and Idaho region as well, and some more activity moving into the western U.S. also. And you can see a high pressure system pretty much capped this area here, and most of the moisture kind of going around that system. You can see it kind of around that high pressure dome, which is located over the central United States. Alright, let's roll on into your local forecast now. I should roll out something like this here across the board. This is your Monday outlook, and it should pop up here in just a second, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, got some heavy rain, flash flooding across Texas to Louisiana to southern Mississippi, Alabama, portion of the Florida Panhandle. Thunderstorms and showers from up here near the Canadian-U.S. border to Montana, to Idaho, to Oregon, to Nevada, to California, to areas of the Baja region of California, through Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, through Texas, all the way across the northern Gulf, central Gulf, Atlantic coastal waters from the Florida Keys, all the way through areas of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and also portions of Kentucky, Tennessee, and Arkansas, a little bit in portions of Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State, all the way up to Maine, and portions of New Brunswick. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, let's continue rolling on into your Tuesday forecast now, and it should roll out something like this here across the board. And as you can see, we have high pressure system, low pressure system, cold front, warm fronts located, and troughs located across different areas of your local forecast areas. Okay, now we're just waiting for it to load up here. As you can see, we've got some flash flooding and heavy rain over Texas, severe weather for northern New York State, also in the portion of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. And we're just letting the rest of it fill in here in just a few minutes here, hopefully. Okay, here we go. We got thunderstorms and showers up here from New Brunswick to Maine and New Hampshire, Vermont, northern New York State, through North Carolina to South Carolina to Florida, Florida Keys, Atlantic coastal water, northern Gulf, to Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana to Texas, to northern Mexico, also to Arizona, California, Oregon, Washington State, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, and right along the Canadian-U.S. border. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's continue to roll forward and take a look at your current watch and warning advisory map currently across the nation. As you can see, we got some flash flood warnings and flash flood watches in effect for areas of West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina. Coastal flood statements appear around New Jersey, Rhode Island, Delaware. Special weather statements and flood advisories over North Carolina. You can see severe thunderstorm watches and warnings across South Carolina and Georgia, and special marine warnings along the North Carolina coast, South Carolina coast, also along the east coast of Florida, west coast of Florida as well, and a severe thunderstorm over South Florida. Alright, we got some areas of flash flood warning and flood advisories over Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas. Severe thunderstorm watches and warnings and flash flood warnings over Arizona. Also in the orange there, in the red, we have excessive heat warnings and watches and heat advisories in the orange there. Across California, red flag warnings in areas of Oregon and Northern California. Also into areas of Wyoming, South Dakota, and these other areas we have excessive heat warning and Also has some heat advisories in the orange, stretching from areas of Nevada, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, through portions of western Nebraska, also through the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, northern Michigan, and has some air quality alerts over Colorado. Alright, smoke right advisory for northern California, Washington State, southern Hawaii, much all around the Hawaiian chain island with flood statements there. Portions of the Alaska region and inland have some wind advisories for areas in Alaska. Alright, taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 2, which is Monday. We have a marginal risk across South Carolina, around Columbia to Charleston, Savannah, and then up here around Great Falls to Butte, Montana. Elsewhere, just general thunderstorms expected across the area in the lighter green areas. Tornado probability is less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds to 5% in Montana, South Carolina, and Georgia, and large hail 5% all areas, or less than 5% all areas for large hail. Mainly be a damaging wind concern for areas. Alright, now let's move on into your day number 3. Alright, we have a slight risk up here in portions of Caribou, Maine, down to Burlington, Vermont. Slight risk around Portland, Maine, northern areas of New York State, and also Great Falls to Butte, also in Muzzolina, portion area of Montana. Elsewhere, just general thunderstorm. Probability rolls out like this: 5 and 15%. Significant severe weather looks to be over portion of northern New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, into Maine for day 3, which is Tuesday. Alright, now here's your tropical weather outlook once again. This is from the National Hurricane Center's website, and it rolls out. Tropical cyclone activity not expected during the next 7 days. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.